calculate the volume of the prisms below. So if we look at the first one, the cross section is the triangle at the end. Now we know in all cases the volume is equal to the cross section area times the length. So for this one, the cross section is a triangle with a base of 6 and a height of 3. So that's going to be 6 times 3 divided by 2. And then we multiply by the length, which is 10. So we're just going to get 6 times 3 divided by 2 times that by 10. And that is 90. And since all the lengths were centimetres, that's going to be in cubic centimetres. Now for part B here, just got to be careful. One of the lengths is given in centimetres. So I'm going to work this out in both units. So cubic centimetres and cubic millimetres. So I'm going to do the length conversions first. 2.5 centimetres is 25 millimetres. 10 millimetres is 1 centimetre. 7 millimetres is 0.7 centimetres and 4 millimetres is 0.4 centimetres. So let's work in millimetres first. The cross section here, as we can see, is a trapezium. So let's work out the cross-sectional area. So I'm going to do 7 plus 10. That's the parallel sides added together. Times 4 divided by 2. So that's the trapezium. And then I'm going to multiply that by 25. So that's with all of the lengths in millimetres. So 7 add 10 times 4 divide by 2, and then I need to multiply by 25. So that gives me 850 cubic millimetres. Now let's do the same thing using the lengths in centimetres. So I've got 0.7 add 1 times 0.4 divide by 2 and then multiply by 2.5. Now let's calculate that. So I've got 0.7 add 1 times 0.4 divide by 2 times 2.5. And that gives me 0.85 cubic centimetres. Now to go from there to there, you'd multiply by 1,000. And 1,000 is the same as multiplying by 10 and 10 and 10 again. And if you think about what we did, we had to convert a unit that way, a unit that way, and a unit that way. And that's why we get this. Now finally, we have 3 square metres and 5. Now this one often confuses students, but remember, the volume is the cross-sectional area times the length. And here we don't need to do a calculation for the cross-sectional area. We're given it to start with. So it's just going to be 3 times 5, And since this is in meters squared and this is in meters, that's going to be 15 cubic meters